All right, I'll shut up. Stop acting silly. What are y'all talking about? What I missed? What's going on?
Well, I think Kim is trying to decide what to do as far as the future in business. If she's going to be a customer or a promoter, right?
Correct.
And then John's just since he's where he's at, he's just trying to learn how to take the next level. You know what he's going to do now since he's a promoter. And Jim and Shelly are still trying to learn the pitching the business side of it.
Sure. It's well, you guys asked me what's the first question you want to know. I would just say let it roll naturally. Just have a blast. Share the crap out of the samples. You haven't had this yet? Hang on a second. Hold on. Get your mouth ready. Shake one of those suckers up and just hand it to him and go, I'll be back in an hour. I'm out of here. Put your seatbelt on. About to change your life. Leave. Come back in an hour. You know, do whatever. I'm a little animated, sorry, but like, just have fun. Just shake the product up. Say, I'm not going to tell you anything. All I can tell you is it's not going to kill you. Besides that, I'm not going to plant any seeds in there of what it's going to do. Just drink it every day, would you? Drink it for 5 days. Give me a $25 bill. Drink it for 5 days. I'll be back on Thursday. And now have fun with that. Like, just be normal. Be you. But you'll find most people a couple, 2-3 days in are like, whoa, where'd you get this stuff? And do you have any more? I go, nope, that's it. You got the only 5 I have. I hope you don't like it too much because we ain't got no more. Because here's what you do. Like, how many days in did you guys go, wow, I like this? How many days in?
Every day.
First day, did you like it?
Yeah, that was by the second day. I
Okay,
tried
cool.
the orange or tried the chocolate. I was happy with both.
Yeah, me too. Natalie Kilborn, who y'all will meet eventually if you haven't already, her husband had a lightning bolt experience on day 3. Mine came on day 1. I drank it. I was with a group of people, and we were all trying it for the very first time before the company started. We were all sitting in a room together, and we had full servings of the orange charged, and we were just like bouncing off the walls like little boys getting ready for WrestleMania 65 or something, like waiting for Hulk Hogan to come into the house. Like, we were just like, bah! We were going crazy. And I go, what is this? I didn't eat the rest of the day. Swear, they brought food into the meeting and no one ate it. Like, what's this for? We were on fire. So that very first day, I go, if this stuff works like this for most people, and there were 8 of us in the room, this thing is going to go like crazy. And then every time, like the first 5 or 10 people that I had sample it in the very, very beginning, they all had really quick experiences, a day, 2 days, 3 days. That's why we do that 5-day experience. 3 days, you get, I'd say 60 to 80 people within 3 days, 60 to 8%. You get a good 90, 95% of people with a 5-day experience.
Yeah.
So knowing that that's the case, you don't have to try to slam everybody in with the champion pack to be a promoter with you. I kind of don't even go that way. Now, I think if you duplicate that, that'll really work to your advantage. But, like, I feel like a lot of people try to sell more than they just try to authentically share. And if you say, look, man, I'm just getting started in this stuff, here's all I can tell you. It's a $25 bill. You're going to get 5 packs of this stuff. You're going to drink 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row, once a day for 5 days. And over the next couple, 2-3 days, we're going to communicate. What'd you experience? What'd you feel? Read this, watch that, listen to this, watch this, meet this guy, shake her hand, come over to this powwow mixer at my buddy's house. Like, they'll just get into the information gathering stage, the story hearing stage, the video watching stage, and you're kind of playing ping pong back and forth with them to where you're not having to sell them. Because if you're super smart and sharp and articulate and medical and, a dietitian to these people, they're not in. If you're some network marketing wizard, guru, like it's the circus, that won't work either. What works is to say, heck, I don't know what's in this stuff. There's a bunch of details on the website. I just know it's good for you. I've been drinking it for 2 weeks. I've lost 12 pounds. Whew. 5-day experience is only $25. Just get started and watch this video and let's go. And that really simple steps will duplicate. Because the minute it gets hard and complicated and technical and all of that stuff is the minute it won't grow. If that makes sense. Y'all make all of that?
Yes.
Cool. I'm getting a message from Natalie. She's sitting with Brian Underwood in a meeting. That's why she's not on with us. But she says hello.
I told her she was here. I told her she was here in spirit.
I'm going to take a picture of our screen and send it back to her and say, wishing you were here. Act asleep. Hold on. Let me full screen this. Act asleep. All right, hold on. Everyone's asleep and she's right in the middle with a big smile on her face. Right, hold on. I'm going to load it in and say, we're bored to tears without you. Sorry, I got on a tangent a little bit, but did that make some sense?
Yeah, it did to me.
What else, you guys? I mean, that's kind of the business. Here's how it works. In a perfect world, people buy the champion pack to be a promoter. If they ain't got the dough or don't want to lay it out, then buy the family pack. If they don't have the dough or don't want to lay it out, buy. But the reason is powerful because it's hard to do 5-day experiences without any samples. And if you've got some samples, then you can at least do 2, 5, 10, 20, 40, 5-day experience. People at work, people that you see at church, your mom, dad, sister, neighbor, whoever. And it can be under the premise of, my wife and I have had a really good experience on this product for 10 days. I just want to make sure we're not nuts. Your opinion would matter to me. Give me $25, drink this stuff for 5 days, and tell me if it does do what it's been doing to me. Or something like that. Hey, I want your opinion. I want your feedback. I want you to tell me if this, tell me if you like this product the way that I like this product. That's kind of a really soft way to bring it to say, hey, you fat bum, you're fatter than me. We've been fat friends together. I'm fixing to get skinny. Do you want to come along with me or not? I did that to some of my friends. Hey, I was fatter than you. When you going to get you some? But like I cherry-picked individual people, things like that. And then I had another couple friends of mine say, hey, you remember how me and you've been broke for most of our life? Okay, well, I'm not broke anymore. I found something that's working like crazy. I'm not even going to tell you what the business is. I'm going to give you 5 days of the product. And if the product lights you up like it did me, you'll know that there's money here. You know? He's like, all right. Then he hits me. Well, what's the business? I said, I already told you I'm not going to tell you what the business is. I'll tell you what the product is. And when you know how powerful the product is, the business will be easy. He starts laughing. Hold on. Hold on.
Is his mom calling for him? I'm trying to find that out.
It's my wife.
Okay.
It's his wife.
I tried to put the camera on her. She's trying to ask what we're having for dinner.
That's awesome.
So once you get started on those 5-day experiences, then it's about converting the 5-day experiences into 30-day customers and promoters. Hey, I really like the product. Awesome. What do you want to do with it? Drink it, pay for it and drink it, or get it for free and drink it. Because we had this like promoter thing. If you share with a couple friends, we start shipping you free 30-day servings of the product. So do you want to drink it and pay for it, or do you want to drink it and get it for free, like as a promoter of ours? I can kind of tell you more about how that works, but which of those two sounds like it might be up your alley? Like which of those two are you more interested in? And then they'll tell you which you're more interested in. Just drinking it and never telling anybody? Just keeping it to yourself, like finding the fountain of youth and not even telling your mom? Like you just want to, or do you want to share with a couple people? Now, say that however you would say that and stuff, but I think that's one of the biggest differences. People that understand that champion packs become lots of 5-day experiences, which become customers and those 5-day experiences convert into customers and other champion packs, which then turn into 5-day experiences, which turn into customers and champion packs. For instance, Casey got some samples, bought the Champion Pack, used all the Champion Pack inventory for 5-day experiences. I don't know if Tim got a 5-day off of her or not. Did you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. Thanks. I'm glad that that's true, actually. It would have blown my whole training if it wasn't. So then Tim gets a 5-day experience. Is like, oh, this is going to be good. Then buys a Champion Pack, right or wrong?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now Tim, did you introduce this to Jim and his wife personally?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, cool. Did y'all get a 5-day experience to start?
We did.
we did.
Awesome.
And then we bought a Champ Pack.
And then you bought the Champion Pack. And then what about John? And then did you start with a 5-day or did you just go right to the 30?
I bought a 5-day, and then I bought another 5-day today. And then in order to get me through, and I just ordered a 30 this morning.
Okay, cool. So that's the business. That's the whole business. Because we could do another Zoom in 10 minutes, Tim, with one of the other 5-day experience people that you had that flipped over and converted to be a customer or Champion Pack. It don't matter. Sometimes they'll go from 5-day experience to 30-day customer, then to a promoter. And it might take 3 months for them to happen. I have a lady here that's about to hit rank 6. And she was a customer for 90 days before she ever started being a quote-unquote promoter. Isn't that funny?
That's funny.
So my buddy who's hit her sponsor who enrolled her was like not that good in the business. Small team, few $1,000s a month total in revenue. And he's like, man, nobody's really promoted. Nobody's promoting. I go, would you shut up and just collect customers and help them get a good experience? I go, if you've got anybody on your team who's still drinking the product every day, which he had a lot, 30 of them, I go, just help them keep drinking. Just drink it every day, drink it every day, drink it every day. Plug them into stuff, invite them to stuff, bring them to workshops, do get-togethers, do mixers, do barbecues, do powwows, like actually build community. Whoever's got a nice crib and a decent-sized kitchen, have a flipping keto party, and everybody's going to bring high-fat, low-carb snacks, chicken wings, pepperoni and cheese, like, whatever, man. Bacon wrapped, all kinds of stuff you can wrap in bacon. Bacon wrapped cheese cream stuffed jalapeno poppers. Come on. Dipped in like hot sauce ranch. That's high low carb. So like do stuff like that. Just do fun stuff. People will plug in, and then eventually a customer will become a humongous promoter on your team, and then have them get the Champion Pack, do the 5-day experiences, and then just convert them into customers and promoters. And then it's a constant movement of people through that machine. So Zooms like this are just a spoke in the wheel of how it works. Live get-togethers, powwows, calls, whatever. That's all it is. That's all it is. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Simple.
Woohoo! What's the last thing you want to ask me? I got to jump off the phone, go get my wife food before she kills me. We got a baby dude literally any day, you guys. I'm just telling you. It's a boy. What should I name the boy?
Keto.
Listen, I've already tried.
Hey, Michael, are you going to Kentucky?
Say again?
Are you going to Kentucky?
Depends when this baby comes out. I got a flight and a ticket and everything else.
All right.
We're due literally the exact same time, and it's our second baby, so we think it's going to come early. We thought he'd be here by now.
That's crazy.
So we'll
Just tell her to have it in Louisville, and we can all come see.
that's what Nancy and Brian said. She goes, well, if you're a real team player, she'd be having a baby in Louisville. I'm like, I don't think so. We have like a whole staff of people that a doula and all, like our OBGYN, all these different people that our chiropractor, like all these people who are all participating. Our first birth was mildly traumatic and not that awesome. So we spent a lot of money to ensure this one was a little smoother.
Well, then you better be there for it.
Are you kidding? I told Brian, I go, if I can stay married, I'll make it. Look, you guys, I'm excited. I'm happy, John, that you got started as a promoter. I'm stoked. Log Cabiners. Gosh, that place looks awesome. All I can see is like the internal, like the ceiling. It looks huge. I'm just kidding. Have fun. Tim and them's getting ready to go on a rank 6 run, really bust through this thing. Casey hit it pretty quick. And it really, like Casey's whole career now, is to just help for people hit rank 6. And in doing so, or to do so, all he does is help Tim's brand new people hit and go MVP. So, like your goal of moving champ packs. I only use champ pack as an example because it's just more samples than anything else. Just unload those bad packs and find 5, 10, 20 people to try a 5 or 10 day experience quick, and then just convert them. What do you want to do? You just want to drink this by yourself? You want to promote this with me? You want to get everybody in Missouri drinking it? Let's go. And then you start converting people to customers and promoters, which you hit MVP or you hit GoPro, you hit MVP, and as you do that, Tim moves from rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up to rank 6. And then what Tim starts doing is helping the Whiteheads people start hitting their GoPro then. So they towards rank 6. Tim moves towards rank. So that's the whole business. Sound like Lynn?
Sounds good.
I do have a
Thanks,
question.
Michael.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there a downfall? Say if you forget to drink one a day, or you miss a day, or I mean, is it?
Nope.
What's the outcome of that?
Nope. Well, I would tell you to just do it. Drink it for 4 or 5 days in a row, and then skip a day. You'll know that you skipped it. I mean, it's not going to like hurt you.
Right.
Nothing bad's going to happen. But it's kind of like if you normally put gasoline in your car and then you try to drive to work one day without any gas in your car, you ain't going very far. Or if normally, forgive these goofy examples, but like if you normally put logs in your fireplace for the fire to go, and then you just decide to put newspaper in it for a few days, your campfire ain't going to cook very many s'mores or very many weenies. So, you know, what I find is most people don't have that much energy and mental clarity, and they don't feel that awesome. And so they're kind of here all the time, but that's all that they know. And then when you're on Keto OS, you're here. So if you take Keto OS away, you don't let go to here. You just come back to where you were. But when you're here long enough, right here sucks. So, like, I lived here my whole life. In Keto OS, I'm, like, up here. So if I skip a day or two, I've never gone more than 1 day without it. And I know it. I feel it. Because, you know, it basically means your body is running solely on glucose, which of the two fuels, ketones and glucose is the sucky one. So right now you're only on glucose. When you add ketones, you're stepping your game up. When you take it away, you're right back to just glucose, and you'll feel it. Mentally, cognitively, you'll feel it. Inflammation-wise, like aches and pains and energy. You know, it just depends on the person. But nothing bad's going to happen. I mean, I would say just as important as our product, like our actual powder, is the education to know how to eat real food, like how to start learning that healthy fat is good for you. And, you know, carbohydrates and sugars are why we look and feel the way we look and feel. So, you know, I was out at this apple orchard, and this guy was just raving about how delicious and organic and everything these apples were. And I went, wow, that's great. I mean, it's still as much sugar that's in a Snickers bar, but yeah, I mean, you're getting some other vitamins and minerals and stuff. But like, sugar is sugar, man. Don't let anybody lie to you.
Yeah.
Right.
It sounds healthy, but at the end of the day, the sugar is the sugar. So I think the neat thing is just plug in. You'll learn a lot. Like, you'll learn how to eat real food, because you can get into ketosis without our product. It's just really, really, really hard. The product makes it easy and obtainable and sustainable. So, you know, I'd say it's 1 part product, 1 part education, and 1 part community. So you just got to plug into those things. Also, plug your people into those things. We do team meetups where we all go grocery shopping together.
Really?
4 or 5. Oh, yeah, 4 or 5. So what do you think is going to happen? You're going to do this. Try this on for size. Tomorrow, unless you got a late-night grocery store, go to the salad dressing section and just start flipping over all the bottles. Just start flipping them over, and I want you to look at how much fat, how much protein, how much carbohydrates, and how much sugar. That's it. Just those. Primarily just sugar. Look at how much sugar. and you'll look at one, it's got 12 grams of sugar, and one's got 2. And they both are ranch. You're like, what in the hell is in this one? Just pure sugar. So it's pretty interesting. But you can do that in the bacon aisle, in the hot dog aisle, in the potato chip. You can do it in every section of the grocery store. Just flip the packages of product over and compare the different items. And I don't think you need to get into that for a long period of time because that can become stressful. But like at least raising your awareness of what's what blew my mind. I didn't know the difference between different kinds of nuts, almonds, walnuts, macadamia nuts. Like I didn't really know the difference. And once you start flipping over the packages, you're like, whoa, some of these things are like candy. No wonder they got, no wonder I like them. They're full of sugar. So I'll start choosing different, types of nuts. So as you learn how to do that, the product is the ignition switch that starts it all. But I got really excited to learn how real food worked. Like I'm cooking my daughter, she's a year and a half. We're cooking her organic ghee or organic butter with free-range organic eggs and organic avocado, like full-blown high-fat, low-carb breakfast, and she is rocking for a good half of the day. The alternative is a bowl of cereal or a yogurt or a bagel or, fruit of some kind or a smoothie. Half these people are giving their kids a smoothie, sending them to school, and the kid is crashing off the glucose 2 hours later. It's only 10 a.m. and he's like this. So I've got really excited about learning, and the product is one component to that. So, just remember that as you build your team, plug people in, have fun with them, and actually teach them stuff. How's that? Is that helpful?
Very much so. Thank you.
I'm incapable of short answers. I'm sorry.
That's a good.
All right.
Yeah.
I got to boogie off. Let me know if there's anything else. John, you going to say something?
No, man. You know what? I can ask Tim mine on it. I'm really just kind of curious how you guys get over the. How do you get over the? There's so many of these products out there, right? But I think you said it earlier. Give them out as samples and let them decide if they like them. Is that really kind of how you get over the how is this different than everything else on the market argument?
Yeah. I think the cool thing is that somebody go, well, how is this different from anything else? And I'm like, well, what kind of ketones are in that other drink? And they don't even know what a ketone is. They just think it because this is a beverage and this is a beverage. They think that they're similar. And they're just very, very different. Somebody will go, I think it's expensive. And I go, compared to what? The other ketosis drink that you're drinking? And they're like, well, I've never had a ketosis drink before. Exactly. I know you haven't. The challenge, here's the best part. If you got any weight to lose, then lose it. If you've got any benefits to have on the product, have them immediately. Take it really seriously. I let the disappearing act of my own butt do the selling for me. I just showed up places and looked awesome. And my friends are like, holy smokes. Everybody and their brother is in Avocare and Visalis and all these other companies, and they sell products you can buy at Walmart. Like, show me the ingredient that's in your product that you can't get at Walmart. It's pills and powders and shakes and stuff. Like, there's zero uniqueness whatsoever with most of the products. Doesn't mean they won't work. Doesn't mean there's not money to be made there. But this is just a different conversation. And I think the drinkable ketosis conversation is really, really powerful, but it's new. In a year, you guys, like when we first started, Dr. Oz had not done a show about ketones and ketosis. He's done 2 or 3 now. When we first started, the Wall Street Journal wasn't talking about putting butter and coconut oil in your coffee. When we first started, coconut oil was just starting to get, some significant press. I got a friend that just enrolled as a promoter inside of our business here in town. They have a very large Whole Food store called Organic Roots. It's huge. It's like the size of a Walmart, not quite, but the size of a Piggly Wiggly or a Kroger or something, or a Publix or whatever you all have. It's big, and it's all organic, granola type stuff. And I asked the guy, I said, when did coconut oil start getting popular? He goes, handful of years ago, we didn't have any. Then we had 1 jar, but it was like over in the hippie section that you had to go hunt for it. Now there's an entire aisle full of coconut oil and MCT oil and all kinds of stuff. And he goes, but still none of those products have pure ketones in them. He goes, they help your body make them, but our product is them. Our product is ketones. And he's like, oh my gosh, like there's another MLM that sells shakes to get your body to starve to where it goes into ketosis nutritionally. And I'm like, wow, that sucks. Like, how hard is that? This is actually ketosis in a glass, not starve your body to get your liver to produce them. There's a very humongous difference. And the guy that owns his health food store was just blown away. He goes, the coconut oil business is a vertical line, or depending on which way you're looking. It's straight up. He goes, everybody's talking about it. People don't even know why they're eating coconut oil or why they're putting it in their coffee or their eggs or their popcorn or whatever. But somebody told them it was good for them. So when they learn about why coconut oil is good, because it's 12 grams of healthy fats in 1 tablespoon, and then you show them if they have to have 10 of those scoops to be the equivalent of 1 serving of Keto OS, people are like, oh my gosh. Now all of a sudden it's not expensive. Now all of a sudden it's not like every other supplement. I got a leg cramp. Woo, hold on.
Yeah, I've been drinking.
Oh my gosh, the leg just cramped up.
I've been drinking bulletproof coffee for a year, and I didn't know it helped with ketosis till I started doing this.
Yeah, because the hard part is you got to drink so much of it. Let's see if we can't tilt this thing. How about now? Can you see me now? You got to drink so much. You never know what you're going to get on one of these hangouts. My darn hamstring just cramped up. You got to drink so much of it to. You got to drink so much of the high fat to get your liver to produce ketones. Our product gives it to you instantly. So cynical people won't believe you. That's why those 5-day experiences work. And you go, look, I'm not telling you it's different or better than anything else. I'm just telling you it's worked like crazy for me. And then once they get started on the 5-day experience, you can convert them 2 or 3 or 4 days in. The reason I like the 5-day experience too is it gives you a few days to play ping pong with them, with some articles, some videos, some research. Now, not all of them are going to read the darn stuff, and you don't have to send them really technical stuff. You could send them a recorded Zoom of us like this. You could send them that campfire video. You could send them a call that somebody did. I mean, those are all the things that are the reason this is different is we really focus on product and not the business. The business part's easy, it really is, if people take the product part serious. I had a guy tell me, he's like, I can't get the business to go. And he goes, I keep talking to all these people about all this GoPro and all the money and all the this. And I'm like, well, no wonder. I go, talk to them about the 5-day experience. I go, get them on the 5-day experience and then plug them into something like this Zoom and let some other people's stories help them understand how it works. And, that's kind of it. Like Casey didn't talk at all on this. Natalie isn't even on it. The Whiteheads in their cabin haven't spoke but a couple, 2-3 words. That's powerful. Like, you just let me talk the whole time, and I kind of took over and act like an idiot. But like, that's kind of the power of the business, to where it's not all on you. If you could just get samples in people's hands and say, look, I don't know all the details. My buddy Tim and my buddy Jim and my buddy John and my buddy Casey and all these different people, they've been helping me. Let me get you connected with them. They'll answer your questions. And then that's able to be duplicated. That's simple. That works. So I got a boogie now. Let me know if you got anything else. You guys talk soon.
See you, man. Thank you.
Bye, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. I wish I had his personality.
Wow.
He can just, I don't know. He's just a special guy. He's got a gift with that. And I don't have that. But I'll tell you the thing, though, that makes it easy. And when we sat down and met with Jim and them at Perryville when they went to sign, when we went in and sit down, one thing we could tell, we hadn't seen them in about a week. We could already tell they lost weight. And we were just blown away at how they looked so different. And then when they started talking about how they felt about the product, I knew they were in, because they just believed in it. They were believers. They were hooked. So I know they're going to do good. And
Yes, they are.
they're going to do great because they believe in the product, and that's the whole key. And you guys, you're seeing the results, and I think you believe in it too, and that's really all you need. You just need to believe in it and want other people to experience what you're experiencing. If you can make money doing that, great. That Michael, he's making a ton of money, and he's been at this a while, and he's been doing it for about 11, almost a year, 11 months about. Now Natalie's has not done it as long as him, but she's doing really well too. And Casey, she hit level 6 in about 20 days, which is insane.
Wow.
She just went really fast, but I'm like Jim, and then when I took it, it didn't take me but a day or so, and I thought, man, this stuff's awesome. But I knew I had been doing low carb for a year, me and my wife both, and we'd already had good experiences with that and lost weight doing low carb. But when we found out you could just drink that and get instant ketones, man, we were in. And now I'm down another, I think I'm almost to 11 pounds now that I've lost in 3 weeks. My brother's lost like 20. He's lost a ton of weight, but he's a bigger guy. He was a pretty good sized guy. He's lost a lot of weight. Yeah. So my wife, she's lost about 5. She's up to about 5 or 6 pounds now, but she's lost inches like crazy. So that to me is a big thing. If you know it works, you believe in it, it's not a gimmick. If you can do that and you can just get other people to get it and try the 5-day experience, it goes pretty easy. And like right now, I've hit my GoPro, I've hit my Go MVP, and did they explain that to you, John, today? What that kind of was?
You know what? We looked at it, but then I actually listened in on the, I guess it was the Kansas City call. It's about an hour and a half long or an hour or something long. I listened to that this afternoon. So, that explained it pretty well. I think the one thing that I was just kind of curious, and they asked and answered it on there, is it's not really a one-time shot. I signed up to be, what do you guys call it, a prospect or whatever it is. Anyway, just a
Promoter.
Yeah, promoter. Listen, I'm not. What I want to do is kind of what you just said, right? I want to take this for a couple, 2-3 weeks. I want to have someone say, walk up and say, dude, what are you doing? That's the way I want to be able to do this. I'm not, as I told Jim today, man, I'm already 60-hour plus work weeks. The last thing I need is to sit around on social media and, walk around handing out drinks. So I figure as people start asking me, what I liked on that call was they said that we could become all those other things at a later time. They offer different times to kind of, if you will. So that's kind of what I'll probably do with it, is start off slow and see how it works out.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's a girl in Poplar Bluff, Missouri that did the same thing you did. She started out, she did not do the champ pack right away. She started out level 1, just bought the 30-day. But as people started seeing what she's doing, she's almost level 6. She's really close.
Good.
That's just everybody.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Go ahead and finish. I was gonna see if you can explain what are the advantages of purchasing the champ pack off that.
Okay. The biggest advantage of doing the champ pack is you got the samples to hand out. And if that's, to me, if you believe in the product and you want to start it now, what John's doing is fine for what fits his lifestyle. But if, like for us, we didn't want to wait, we was ready to go. So we bought that because we wanted all the samples. And we were out of samples. We sold them all, almost every one of them. We used some for ourselves, but we sold all of them and got to had to order another one. We just are out of our second one. We're getting ready to order our third, and we've only been doing this 3 weeks. But that's us, getting out there hustling. We right now we're kind of just now getting back to our season as far as works. We had time to really jump into it. But even if you don't have time, it's real simple to use your Facebook page. Hey, man, I'm down another. That's how it started with us. That's how Jim and them commented it. We just said, man, I'm down 2 or 3 pounds or whatever I said. And Shelly said, what are y'all doing? And there you go. And that's how the majority of our stuff is gone. But that's the biggest advantage is having the samples to sell and get out. Another advantage is you get double bonuses that first 30 days. 30 days from when you buy, you got every time you set, like when I signed Jim and Shelly up to a Champ Pack promoter, usually the bonus would be $120 signing bonus for me. But since I was in my first month, 30 days, it was $240. So you can see we've signed, I think we've got 5 or 6 promoters now that bought Champ Packs. And so instead of 120, I've gotten 240 for all those. So that's a big difference. So we've more than paid for our 2 Champ Packs already, and that actually are in the positive money flow this month because of that. So that really is a jump start. So also, go ahead.
Tim, I'm sorry to interrupt you there. Do I understand I have 14 days or is it 30 days? There was a little confusion there. There was like one level that was 14 days, one level that was 30 days. If I decide to jump in and buy one of those or grab one of those and start doing those, what's the time limit?
There's 2 things you get bonuses for in the first 30 days. Is a Go Pro challenge and a Go MVP challenge. This is on top of the signing bonus. Okay, so I got the 240 for signing Jim and Shelly, but then they were I got them and I had 2 other customers, 30-day customers. So if I do that in the first 14 days, 1 Champ Pro promoter, 2 30-day customers, then I have met the Go Pro challenge. That's $250 on top of the 240 for signing Jim and Shelly. So that's almost 500. So then the next 16 days to the end of your 30-day, you do that again to meet Go MVP. So 1 promoter, 2 customers the first 14, and then the second 16, do that again for a total for the whole month of 2 promoters, 4 customers. Then you get another, I think it's $300 bonus the second time for the Go MVP. So, but you have to do that. That's all in that first 30 days. And then I spend the rest of my time. So I've done that. I've got Go Pro, I've got Go MVP. So now I'm trying to help Jim do the same thing, Jim and Shelly. And then if you sign, then I'm going to help Jim and Shelly help you, and I'm going to help them help Kim. And then your guys are going to help whoever you sign up. And it don't take much. But if you just keep repeating that, helping everybody get Go Pro, Go MVP, Go Pro, Go MVP, then it's just going to grow. So, does that answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I made my decision today just to do this, but if, a week from now, decide elsewhere, that gives me that gives me a little bit of thought there as far as what I can do to jump in quick.
Right. Yep. And that's pretty much pretty simple. Right? And that's what I like about it too. It's not a big long, there is a big long, I think it's 20-page deal on the reward program. But if you basically know that one, then it'll get you taken off. And then like when you get where Natalie and them are at level 7 and up, you start getting a residual check. And that's where the big money is. Michael has said before that he don't even look at his daily pay, his weekly pay anymore. He just is about that. That's why he's helping us, because the more people that get in, the more people that buy, his residual check's going to go up, because that's everybody. That's why I help people that's not even in my network. If I see somebody say something on Facebook like they're having a hard time, or it's not working for them or whatever, I'll just jump in and say, hey man, have you tried this? What are you drinking it with? And I'll help them, because in the long run, when I get level 7, if that guy goes level 7, it's going to help me, and I'm going to help him. So that's what I like about it. Everybody's kind of in this thing together. It's not like a big competition. Although I know Jim likes to compete.
That I do. Ask my brother.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Let's just start a competition right now. Who's going to get level 6 first?
Listen to you.
I'm gonna have to find some. I'm gonna have to find some way to put a little nugget out there that whoever gets level 6 first between John and Jim gets X. I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Kim, do you have any other questions?
Kim, do you have any other questions?
No, I don't. Thank you.
Okay. Awesome.
Well, you guys get my number and everything from Jim and them, and if you ever have any questions, you can ask me, and if I don't know, I'll keep trying till I find out.
Okay.
All right.
It was nice meeting you.
You too, John.
Yeah, nice meeting you guys. Thank you very much for the time.
You bet.
All right. See you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tim.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you guys. See you, Kim.